First, the headlines. Government will provide meals to all COVID patients. Door-to-door COVID testing will be launched, says Chief Minister N. Biren. Eight cows found killed by suspected Bengal tiger at RIAMEI. Chief Minister N. Biren instructs officials to conduct survey. India reports 43,393 new COVID cases, 44,459 recoveries, 911 deaths in last 24 hours. Hello and good evening. You're watching the Mami TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA. The top stories. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh today announced that the state government will provide meals to all COVID patients from now on. COVID patients will no longer be allowed to have attendance, and the state will provide food for the patients. Further, door-to-door COVID testing will also be conducted, he said. Gracing a mass vaccination program held at Kaithal, organized specially for the women vendors, Biren Singh said the COVID situation in Manipur is getting critical and the government, after careful deliberations, will be enforcing precautionary measures to check spread of the infections. He also informed that starting tomorrow, all COVID patients admitted in COVID wards will no longer be allowed to have attendance, said the state will provide meals for the patients. Mass COVID testing will also be conducted for every household, he said, adding that the state has enough vaccine doses with another 75,000 doses arriving today. The Chief Minister further said curfew in the state may be extended depending on the situation and night curfews to be more strictly imposed. Today's mass vaccination program was organized for the market vendors of Kaithal, and Chief Minister N. Biren expressed his gratitude to all the women vendors for their cooperation and successful completion of the program.
Positive case. Mortality case yang kahena wang ba even then mortality rate regularly single digit la amabni adagi positive si yang wang kalakre aduna mase ko gomena step amani khat nona ko prepare ore amana COVID की पेशेंट्स की मनाता सेवारी संगीत सेवारी में लेकाई दिखे मयूर दिखे ताकत सेवारी संगीत टोटली मशीन में ठिंगने कनांता संगल और मैं तो कि चांद अब पेशेंट लाइट में कोई मुझे कि चांद था मैं आपसे को मेरे लोग इन्हें पूछूंगा सेकंड पॉइंट दा अब यूं दा हाउस टू हाउस टेस्टिंग तो हाउस टू हाउस टेस्टिंग तो होटल टिकट और होटल लोइन तो लड़े अब इन्हों मम्मी की मी मा टेस्ट होगा इन्हों मम्मी तो जब नहीं तो टेस्ट कहीं में पॉजिटिव करे मत और इन्हों दो अब कोई बापाने पुछो परा बापाने पुछो का कोविड केयर सेंटर द थम्बरा न करना होम आइसोलेशन इन दियों मांगला थम्बा हाई डी बनी से तौर के दी कोई एक्सपर्ट्स में कोई सेशन की बता हर के मणिपुर के लिए पॉसिबल करे कंट्रोल ऑफ मंदिर रहे वाला दूसरा मशीन हाई डी मस्ते पर कहीं मत की हो गया कर्फ्यू संको पे नाइट कर्फ्यू टोटल तौर पे मतलब नुंगांग कोई ना उधर का मैं आमसी सबसे अच्छा ना बकुंबा सोरों लंजा कुंबा पार्टी तो बहुत बढ़िया करें इंफॉर्मेशन यहाँ ले तो ना नाइट कर्फ्यू टोटल नाइट कर्फ्यू तौर पे है तो कर्फ्यू की मतलब हर संकोच पे है.
Chief Minister N. Biren Singh attended a mass vaccination program at the community hall of Ibemcha High School ground in Hengang Assembly constituency, organized by the Students' Union Club, Kontakabam, along with volunteers of the COVID task force today. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister N. Biren stated that through mass vaccination programs, around 8 lakh people in the state have already been vaccinated, while the remaining 10 lakh people who are eligible for vaccination are targeted to be vaccinated through such vaccination drives within a month. In respect of Hengang constituency, vaccination drives are being effectively conducted with 60% residents of the AC having received the vaccination, he said. Similar vaccination programs are also being conducted in all constituencies under the leadership of their respective MLAs. Meanwhile, state to ensure vaccination of remaining persons of Hengang AC in the next few days are being taken up, Chief Minister N. Biren added.
Hengang Kendragi Oina progress Fajari Hana Mayam Zida Kapa the Kara elected Oinerami. Ujikti Hida Kapas Loina Tonare, and the Nashimata de Hogimanung the Sa 120 Muhana Kapoloigre. I don't know Huzia widely Nahana in a lap Tokiba Kendra Kudimakta, Honorable MLA Singh, Minister Singh Mayam Punamana Samasagi area, the Parks and the Tawuji, Sing the Sutawi, Tam the Sutawi, Adi Matakoi BJP caricature, Sing BJP President, Mayam Yauna, mobilization Mayam Sutawi, Aduna Hoi Kendra Guinadi, Huzik. Almost 60% Gimea, Yore and Logare. I don't know, Masikidang, Nomini, Game Togaraga, Toragadi, Copper to Wungamani. Other Manipur in a shoe, vaccination Gidiasi, Lak Nipan Hinkalakre. I don't know, only when a couple is 19 lakhs Mutani. I don't know, 19 lakhs to Gimanung the Angangai Hadokraga. I don't know, 10 lakhs Kumbakoida Uzik, one holy. 10 lakhs Kumaji Uziki, but drive Kutok or Rogadi Tamanunda. Full vaccinate to Manipur my partner.
8 cows were found killed by a suspected Bengal tiger at Quilong village of Tamai subdivision in Tamenglong district. Villagers of the area have remained indoors over fear of the tiger. In his Facebook account, Chief Minister N. Biren posted about the incident, saying that the paw print suspected to be of the tiger found on the spot measure about 7 inches. Villagers of Quilong have not ventured out in fear of the tiger in the area. Officials of Forest Department have been instructed to launch a survey in the area. Biren also assured to provide necessary protection to the villagers. India reported 43,393 new COVID-19 cases, 44,459 recoveries and 911 deaths in the last 24 hours. As per the latest update by the Health Ministry, the death toll has climbed to 4,05,939. The country's active caseload is now at 4,58,727, constituting 1.49% of total cases. Daily positivity rate continues to be less than 3% for the 18 consecutive days, and the national COVID-19 recovery rate stands at 97.19%. BJP Thoubal district has organized a district executive meeting at its party office with the objective of strengthening the party. MLA of Hairok Assembly Constituency Th Radeshyam, MLA of Wangjing 10th Assembly Constituency Paunam Brojan, General Secretary of BJP Manipur Pradesh P. Premananda Meitei, State Secretary of BJP Manipur Pradesh and District in charge of BJP Thoubal District K. Inaucha Devi and President of BJP Thoubal District Yumnam Kumarjit attended the meeting. The meeting adopted various resolutions, including strengthening of the party in order to win all seats of the district.
Thoubal District is almost Other 50 see, 50 staying here, 100 for Viara. What are our strengths and weaknesses? A quick school in the Gasicarico. Current from the Gasol, current from the Kali. Car in a particular assembly constituency that we need resources, car in the guidance, a quick 100.
All Manipur United Clubs Organization, AMUCO, along with all Thoubal District United Clubs Organization, today distributed relief items to 200 households of 4 villages located in Thoubal District. Secretary-in-charge organization of AMUCO, Koijam Santos Maitei, and President of ATDUCO, Loitam Rajan, were present at the distribution program. The items were distributed to 61 households under the jurisdiction of Social Development United Clubs Organization, a conglomerate of 415 clubs under ATDUCO. Relief items were also distributed to 90 households under the jurisdiction of All Yaripok United Clubs, AYUCO, a conglomerate of 35 clubs. 35 families of Khangabok, Kulakpam, Leikai, and 25 houses of Hairok Part 2 were also given relief items today. AMUCO drew attention of the authority concerned to arrange for treatment of volunteers of the local clubs in fighting COVID when they are tested positive for COVID-19. A team of JDU Manipur State, led by its president Hang Khanpao Taitul and Vice President Wahengbam Rojit, also known as Bullet, today held a meeting with the national president of the party, who has been inducted as Union Minister of Steel in Prime Minister Council of Ministers in Wednesday Ministry expansion, Ramchandra Prasad, to discuss the upcoming general elections in Manipur and the present COVID scenario in the state. The meeting was held at his official quarter in New Delhi. JDU Manipur State Unit presented a shawl to Ramchandra Prasad and congratulated him on his induction as Union Minister. Later, they discussed various issues prevailing in the state. Vice President of JDU Manipur State Unit Wahengbam Rojit, alias Bullet, said they thoroughly discussed the upcoming general election during the meeting. The party president suggested to field at least 15 candidates in the forthcoming elections, setting a target of winning at least 8 seats. The party president assured necessary assistance for it, he added. The union minister promised to extend all possible help to the state, which has been badly affected by COVID-19 pandemic. President of UCO VIDTH Norendro handed over Ayush 64 and face masks to the volunteers of Bishnupur District COVID-19 Task Force and Lower Komkairap COVID-19 Task Force, who had jointly organized the third vaccination campaign. The items were handed over to the village secretary. In a joint press statement released by Publicity Secretary of UCO VIDTH Gopant and Information Secretary of Lower Komkairap COVID-19 Task Force Achung Kom thanked the organization for its kind donation. All Manipur Students Guardians Organization submitted memorandum to Chief Minister N. Biren to review the order dated by the Director of Education, Government of Manipur, in connection with the school fees and the staff salary and the framing of an education policy of the private schools and the government-aided schools of the state. In a press note released by the Secretary of AMSGO, Sumati Saurakpam, the organization drew the attention of the Director of Education regarding the school fees and the staff salary to reduce the prescribed payment of 50% of the monthly fees to 30% and the payment of the staff monthly salary from 70% to 50% as it was during the last academic year. AMSGO also appeals for devising a tentative policy to provide free education by the students of Manipur government, of the government-aided and the private schools, considering the terrible financial woes the public is enduring during the COVID-19 pandemic. Subsidiary Training Center, Border Security Force, Churachandpur CPWD, Imphal conducted a plantation drive inside the STC Churachandpur campus today. Inspector General Raja Babu Singh, IPS, and Executive Engineer CPWD Himanshu Mehta also attended the plantation. 123 saplings, including fruit-bearing trees, were planted during the event. In its first cabinet meeting after reshuffled, the centre approved the Rs 23,123 crore packages allocated for emergency response to COVID-19, with the focus on immediate needs for the next 9 months of financial year 2021 to 2022. This would include creation of more infrastructure for pediatric care, repurposing of hospital beds for COVID management, strengthening of genome sequencing, expand ICU facilities, installation of more oxygen tanks, and creation of buffer stock of essential medicines. Of the total fund outlay, rupees 15,000 crore would be contributed by the centre and rupees 8,123 crore by the states. This was the second such package approved by the centre. The first COVID-19 response package was given by the government in April 2020. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with the Tokyo Olympics-bound athletes virtually on July 13 at 5 p.m. The Prime Minister will motivate the athletes ahead of their participation in the showpist event. According to an official statement, more than 115 Indian athletes have qualified so far for Tokyo Olympics, which will begin on July 23 and will run up to August 8 this year. The Games were stated to be held last year, but the event was postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. With billions back home cheering for their stars to cleanse glory at the Games, India will rest its hopes on the likes of PV Sindhu, Saurav Chowdhury and Neeraj Chopra, among others, to return with a medal. The Supreme Court said that time has come to put in practice allocation of time for each arguing counsel in the courts and limit the number of pages in their written submissions to realize the commoner's dream of the right of speedy justice. A three-judge bench headed by Justice S.K. Kaul said this while writing the postscript for the judgment relating to Delhi Assembly's notice to a Facebook official seeking his appearance before its Peace and Harmony Committee. The bench referred to the practice of lawyers competing with each other in elongating their oral arguments and supplementing it by written submissions, which are often thicker than the original petitions. Olympics Minister of Japan Tamayo Marukawa has confirmed that fans will be banned from all Olympic venues in Japanese capital Tokyo in response to the new coronavirus state of emergency. The Tokyo 2020 Olympics was scheduled to take place from July 23 to August 8. Organizers had planned to allow 10,000 fans or 50% of a venue's capacity, but this was under the assumption that Tokyo would not even be under a quasi-state of emergency. They have performed a U-turn following the announcement that Tokyo will be under a state of emergency for the duration of the Games. It comes amid a fresh spike in COVID-19 infections in Tokyo, and on the day International Olympic Committee (IOC) President Thomas Bach arrived in the city. Before we end the bulletin, the top news headlines once again. Government will provide meals to all COVID patients. Door-to-door COVID testing will be launched, says Chief Minister N. Biren. Eight cows found killed by suspected Bengal tiger at Tamil. Chief Minister N. Biren instructs officials to conduct survey. India reports 43,393 new COVID cases, 44,459 recoveries, 911 deaths in last 24 hours. With that, it's a wrap for this evening news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Have a good time.